Today, Anne and I are making some cards for my mom and for an aunt and other people that we love. And so I'm always looking for projects that Anne can really kind of use some artistic ability and that she can really help me. And so this time we are using a coneflower layering die from waffle flour. And I just love this. You can see it there at the top left, the dies and the instruction sheet that Coneflower provides. So what I did is on this paper, I very loosely traced around each of the shapes, giving quite a bit of area beyond the shape so that we could easily cut these out. And then I'm having Anne come in with yellows, pinks, and oranges to just cover those shapes as best she can, just as with a mix of those colors. And she really had a lot of fun doing this, and it was just a pleasant time. While she was working on the flowers, I was working on some leaves and the top of the cone in greens and yellows. So here are our finished sheets, and you see they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to have any set color, and look over here, look at these that Anne did. They're just a mix of wonderful colors. And what I like, and it doesn't matter if there are fingerprints or anything, because when I
colors of the wind.
They're like the colors of the wind. I like that.
Yeah. What's the name of the song? Colors of the wind.
Yeah.
Pocahontas.
Yeah. And so on here, when we die cut them, you will see that a lot of this that looks like there's fingerprints and stuff, all of a sudden, it won't matter. So let's get these die cut, and then I'll show you what these look like. Hold it up so we can see. Yeah. Thank you, Anne, for doing that for me.
You're welcome. You think I'm the best?
I think you're the best. I think you're an artist.
Oh, well, I don't think so.
I do. So now I'm going to cut these apart, and I'm going to keep all of the pieces that go with one of the die cut shapes all together. And I'm going to just kind of lay them out so that I can keep track of which shape goes with which size of the inking page. And then I'm just going to one by one lay those out onto my die cut machine and run that through. Anne is helping me do the die cutting. This is her job to turn the handle and really help me with the die cut machine. And so she's also learning to do that job and is getting better and better at it. And I just love to find all of these things that Anne can do to help me and just be part of some of the cards that we make. And it just makes it so much nicer. And I just love how this inked sheet that she did is coming out on these die cuts. And so we're going to work through this die cutting, and I was helping her understand which direction to turn the handle and everything, and how you have to make sure it goes all the way through. And sometimes with Anne or with children or other people, you might have to help hold it down while they do the turning of the handle. So then when we take them out, it leaves that outline.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Look how pretty that is.
That is pretty.
Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous.
That's my favorite.
That's this one
color right now.
So you can see we just kept working through die cutting each of the pieces, and I just was careful to kind of keep them straight. You'll see that up at the top where I kept each die cut piece sort of lined up across the top so I could just cut them all out as we went along. And I liked doing several pieces all at once. And so one of the best things about doing this kind of thing with Anne is just being able to be with her and talk and be together and have a good time. It's one of the best things about card making. Oh, ooh, the pinks in that one. Oh, they're just gorgeous.
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 Wow, we're so cute. I love you.
I love you too.
Ready?
Ready for what?
Ready for more.
Not quite. Let me get the last one on there.
Tell me when.
I will. We're just going to cut the leaves, and then how about if we go have lunch?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Then be with.
Sure.
I think I'm gonna have avocado again.
Avocado toast?
Yeah, I might have apple again.
Oh,
Apple
yeah, those apples were good.
and peanut butter.
Okay.
I want that again. It's so good. I think I like it.
Okay.
I know, but it's peanut butter healthy.
Peanut butter's okay.
But yeah, they have to.
I mean, there are things more healthy than peanut butter, but peanut butter's all right.
I like being by you.
I like being by you
I
too.
don't know why.
Those are so pretty. Oh, I love those.
You do?
Yep.
I don't know why I like being by you.
Yeah, I like being by you too.
You do? I'm so excited.
I'm so excited, and I just can't fight it.
But why the song? I wanted to sing.
I know.
I want you.
I want you. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so now that we have all the pieces cut, I've just stacked them so that like pieces are together so that I can just go right down the line and start connecting these together. And so I'm starting with the back piece, and then I'm only putting glue at that top area of the coneflower where the yellow piece will attach. I'm using my favorite glue. I keep it in this little bottle and inside of a small mason jar with a damp cloth in there, and I never have any plugs. I also keep a stainless steel pin in there. That glue never plugs up, even if I go a week or more without using it. So I'm just going each piece one on top of the other. And then I'm just tucking bits of foam tape underneath some of those petals just to make them stand out, give them a little bit of dimension, give that lift that just makes these flowers gorgeous. And then the top yellow piece goes on, and I just love how these look. And then, of course, you can come through and lift up leaves individually to create a little bit more dimension. So I'm just testing out some colors here, kind of doing a simple layout on the cards to see how I want to do these cards. I have 3 flowers total, so I think I'm going to do one card with 2 flowers and then a card with just a single flower on it. And I'll just experiment a little bit here with paper and other things as I decide what to do to get these flowers assembled. But I love how they're looking. I love how the inking that Anne did has all the different colors in it. And then as you layer them, that variation in color creates such dimension. So I want to use a life is good sentiment here. And the products that I use, I will go ahead and list below. If you'd like to find the same things, I'll put them in the description below. And I tried it with a sort of a green background and a white. And so I decided to go with the Life is Good in the green background. I'm going to finish off this first card with some little pearls that I can stick on there. And I just really like how this came out. I decided to put the Life is Good at the top instead of the bottom. And I just love how the whole thing came together. For the second card, I'm using what Anne calls my big honkin' tape runner. And I'll list that below as well. I love this tape runner. I think it is so much easier, and the cost of the tape is so much less because you buy them in much bigger rolls. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put this background piece that I scalloped with some scissors onto some white cardstock. And then I found this really pretty piece of a pink polka dot. I love polka dots, and just cut a little square out of that, and I'm putting that right on that other piece of paper, and then I'm going to put that coneflower on top. I went ahead and curled some of the petals and used a little bit of foam tape underneath some of the petals, and then the other Life is Good, and the cards were done. I went ahead just to add a little bit of shine and shimmer and used a little bit of Wink of Stella on the ends of some of the petals and on that cone part. And I just really love how these cards turned out. Just gorgeous. And I love this die set, and I love this inking technique. I hope you've enjoyed being with Anne and I today as we make these beautiful cards. I'm sure they will be very well received by the people we're sending them to. Try some of these unusual inking techniques. And one of the great things about this is They do all the inking, and it can be as messy as they want it to be. And then when you die cut it, it cleans everything up and just makes everything beautiful. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Anne. Oh, wait.